Stay tuned, McQuarrie, and welcome back to another episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's Harrows. And last time, we investigated a brand new Marauder 2 that we found to be wholly inadequate for the task that was brought to hand. When compared to our Maxwell, it was clearly the inferior model, while still being 25 tons heavier than any mech that we had fielded. So, after having done a little bit of side work for Kurita, let's go back to our alma mater and see if we can't handle this little thorn in the side. Smugglers funded by Kurita have set up just outside our borders, causing an ongoing problem for Tortugan operations. We'd like to cut the head off this particular snake with a targeted, limited and deniable strike on their leader. Ideally, this will shut them down permanently. This will be 3 of 13 priority salvage, 347,600 seeables at 4 skull difficulty. So we're just going right back up in the difficulty rankings for an assassination mission. This could get ugly. But hey, maybe we'll run into a Kraken and be able to steal it. Dropping down in the middle of a howling rainstorm. Let's try to come up with some typhoon, that's it. It's in the middle of a giant typhoon on this watery planet. Apparently we're right next to the smuggler leader, and his friends are off in the distance. Let's go see if we can say hi. I have a couple of mechs specifically designed for this sort of role. So let's rush the Lament on in forward, because its triple PPC is pretty good at it. Good place for an ambush. Yeah, you're telling me, because we're going to ambush this sucker pretty gosh darn hard, and he is not going to know what hit him. So I'm just going to dive on him with everything I've got. We brought both of our catapults today. I still haven't come up with a name for either of them, mainly because I'm sort of batch recording a little bit ahead of time, and I haven't put much time to think about it. But yeah, the catapult needs to have another name. At least I have the bushwhacker and the catawhacker all sorted out. But the twin catapults, it's some sort of laser bolt. And laser bolt and MMLapult. MMLapult just seems like a little bit of a pain to actually say. And I can't do mini bolt because we've already done mini bolt in the other campaign. And that would just not be fair. You can't steal names from other campaigns unless you happen to make a very awesome mech. The Burner Boy is probably going to get a Burner Boy Mark II, if I'm completely honest, once I finally get my hands on a 45-tonner that I can actually use for that sort of thing. Like that Hellspawn that I sold. I sold the Hellspawn for parts and I shouldn't have done it. What? I've complained about that enough. Let's go see who our target is. Oh, it's Jester. What's Jester got on board? He has a pair of small laser Intex, a pair of large laser magnets, a pair of medium lasers, and an AMS Mark II, because he wants to be able to handle all the incoming. Well, I'm going to lay a sensor lock down on Jester and see if we can't get a really good idea of exactly what this Catapult 3 is going to be doing. Clearly hero version. Triple tap. Oh, all 3 were hits. That's solid, baby. I have no interest in keeping Catapult Mark III alive, if I'm completely honest. I'm just going to blow it into... Oh, no. Oh, God, no. I can't cross this opening. That's not good. Well, in that case, yeah, let's see if we can't... Because this is bad. We can't cross this open sea. Oh, we got a lot of good hits on that. So we've been scattering most of his frontal armor pretty badly, it seems. But if I want to get to him, I'm going to have to go all the way around to this, which means I may not want to cause too much damage to that mech, because unfortunately, it'll start racking up in terms of, it'll start to attempt to flee, and that would be bad. In fact, it's a really bad idea to fire these, but I want to. No, missed both times, but we did let him know that he's under fire. We need to get to him fast before he can escape, because he's actually in a really, really good position to escape. And I don't know what I can do about that. So we're just gonna run. Sure, quartet large pulse lasers blitz away. The temperature's not quite under control. Shut off one of them. Shit, fire. Buzzap. Oh, we managed to hit him a couple of times. Haven't penetrated his armor yet, which is good, because the moment we penetrate through, that's the moment when he thinks he needs to run. So we're just gonna sort of keep up with the pace here. Yeah, just everybody run. You're gonna set over to incendiaries, right? You do not have incendiaries. Your accuracy's not all that good. 35%, I'm not willing to risk the jam chance. So this is the most frustrating thing, because I can't get around it. So I do have to just rush around in corners. I could hopefully maybe attempt to knock him out just using long-range firepower, but I kind of don't think that's gonna work nearly as well as I think it will. So we're just going to sort of have to survive against it. And then we've got the reinforcements coming in from behind him. If he tries to flee back there, he might be able to get away before I can do anything about it. So it proved to be a really bad day for this sort of mission. Oh, what you got to do? What you got to do, my little friend? Just stand still. Don't move. He didn't move.
Waiting for orders.
Catapult Mark III, what's your target? Pretty terrible, actually. Not quite sure why it's so terrible. I'm going to lay a sensor lock down, see if I can improve the odds just a little bit. So we'll make sure that everybody knows exactly where he is. Take aim with the target is still 23. Okay, we're very much on the edge of our range. We're gonna go sprinting.
On the move.
A little bit of a height advantage, sure.
Target locked. Go
Got another hit on him. So we're steadily staggering him bit by bit. And eventually we will be able to kill him. Please don't move. Please let me kill you with my ERPPCs. I happen to bring them for situations kind of exactly like this. Or maybe I'll get lucky and his evac zone will be like right here. We've had that happen to us once. And he's firing back. He's firing his lasers and wasn't able to connect. The Lament is unperturbed by the incoming shots. Is he an ace pilot? Did he shift? He did not. He believed that the best plan that he could possibly come up with was to stand still. I endorse this plan full-heartedly. 24%. 32 if I fire a single shot. Fire a single shot! Oh, he hit it. Good job. I'm actually rather impressed by that shot. So we're just sort of scattering through all of his armor bit by bit. Death Crusade, 72s. Let's start opening holes, apparently. Alright, we've got a hole in his armor. Where is that hole in his armor, though? That is a bit of an important question to actually have an answer to. Because, depending where that hole is, like that, I might be able to break him. 32%. Give him the business. Oh yeah, he's got an AMS. Kind of hoping that you would explode. Yeah, you keep on a sprint as well. We really can't afford to just sit around or walk shoot. We've got to actually get the move on going. Okay, he's going to try and bail soon. So at this point, I'm going to fire the Lament into him with a... or not the Lament, the Warhammer into him with a cluster Gauss shell. Because he's open. He's very open. Alright, let's see if we can't take him out by killing his engine. That did not break his engine. But it did knock him over. Oh, I can use that. I can use that. Okay. We have a chance of killing Jester before he can do anything. Alright, so, yeah. Because he already went this round. He fired his lasers, I think. Hopefully he has already gone this round. Because if he has, then he's just going to be there sitting when I can move all of the rest of my dudes. And we can then come in and wipe him out. Yep, top of the round. Who gets to move first? 22. It can't be him. Got a Mongoose coming in for a little bit of support. Luckily for us, he's not within jamming range to give any real, actual protection. Lament. Take your shot. Center torso. Accept no substitutes. And it's dead. Alright, so assassination target has already been eliminated. We can flee whenever we feel is appropriate. So that went way, way better than I thought it was going to. I figured we were kind of screwed. Just based purely on placement. Yeah, accuracy's not good enough. Not going to waste the 8.5%. Also, we only have very limited LRMs. I need to look into a second bin of listen kills. Like, if I can find it, or at least if I can take the time to buy it. 6.5, not worth it. Especially not with a catapult potentially in front of me. Hitting a Mongoose on the run is not easy from range, because unfortunately you're fighting against quite a few things that are working against you. You know what? I'm going to fire the large pulses, though. Just give him a little bit of love. I wasn't expecting anything, but I figured I had to give him a shot. And only firing 3 pulses, we are actually chill. Because I worked quite hard to make sure. So we got a Mongoose and a Wolfhound. Both are pretty ignorable and flat-out terrible units. So I don't really care about having them intact or not. Make sure that we switch over from cluster to standard penetrator. Yeah, no chance at all. So his jamming capabilities is far too great for what I can do to him. Incoming missiles, well, we can handle that without too much trouble because we have the Battle Armor AMS system, which is a little bit hilarious. Oh, what are you? Are you an Orion? That's just glorious, watching them get sniped out of the sky like that. So, is that an Orion? We got an Orion and a Dragon. Not really in the market for a Dragon right now, although I do like the mech purely on aesthetics alone. But we really kind of don't need one. No shot. Also, this rotor AC5 is a bit light on ammo, so we do have some limitations. We don't want to sort of waste too much fire. But the Orion, we've already got one, so I'm not really in the market unless you happen to be a really good version of it. I mean, I'll steal it and blow it up so I can sell all its parts. I'm kind of broke. I bought a couple of pieces of equipment that, well, they've made me broke again. We have like 15 days before the end of the month, but we've got like 20,000 C-bills. Saw 31%. Yeah, let's give him some love. The Dragon 1N. Oh, so it's not even a good Dragon. That's not true. Dragon 1Ns are fine, but they're just not. They're not special. Gonna lay down the sensor lock on the Mongoose just to help people out when they try and shoot him. But yeah, we're gonna give the Dragon triple barrel. And it looks like we did get a hit. So starting to put some pressure down. Wolfhound sprinting on forward. Gonna fire his PPC back. Oh no, it's a... You have a plasma rifle? I need a plasma rifle. Give me your plasma rifle. If he's got a plasma, I'm stealing it. That is priority numero uno. By the way, proto laser AMS. No, medium improved, medium improved, medium improved. So they're all heavy lasers, which is actually really good. Huh. I kind of want you intact. You not so much. But my accuracy is marginally the same, so I'm just going to fire everything.
Engaging target.
It's nice. It's really nice to just sort of blitz out lasers. I don't know if that's more efficient than if I had just gone with spamming mediums, but it certainly feels pretty fun. I am going to attempt to capture this wolfhound. He has a piece of equipment that I need, that I desire and require. Oh, your center torso is already exposed. Enjoy my LRMs. Oh. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. You did a very good job of protecting everybody. Now, please don't do that again. Come right on up here, providing protection to everybody. Hi. Can I run this gun? At a 6, you say? I only need 1 to hit. Oh, we hit with at least 1, if not 2. So we managed to blow off a torso on that one. Good job, even if the gun has jammed. So we're going to try and steal the wolfhound. I know there's an Orion on the field and I'm looking at a wolfhound. It's also all the medium improved heavy lasers. Oh, the medium improved heavy lasers are like good. It's the heavy, large laser that I'm looking for. Heavy mediums, not so much. Or X-pulses. I am in the market for X-pulses right now. I am in the market for 1 X-pulse medium, if I can get my hands on it. Which you may have. No you don't. 35%. And there's just nothing left of the mongoose. Alright, so we got 25% of one of the reinforcements. The smuggler forces are not here yet, but I think smuggler forces might be them. Incoming cannon, but the missiles are also taken care of. So he missed with the gun, and our AMS managed to handle 15 of those missiles, which would have actually potentially hit us. Paradox, your Warhammer. Thankfully, friends have managed to shoot down most of these targets. Really, all the targets are bad. I don't really want to keep you alive. Oh, good shooting text. So he managed to nail the wolfhound pretty well on that shot. Oh, he blew the leg clean off. Good job. That was not expected, but I'll take it. I'll take every little bit that I possibly can get my hands on at this point. And so we got the dragon rushing on forward, trying to provide a little bit of support. Firing his AC-5, and then he's got an LRM-10 on board. AC-5, LRM-10, 2 medium lasers, something like that, I believe. And more incoming missiles. Really, these battle armor AMSs are just insanely good. I want to attach them to all of my mechs. I only have 1 left. I need to find more. They were the best use of equipment I have ever done. If you stood still and fired at a target, you would have a 77% accuracy. Did I also mention that you have improved targeting systems? Oh, but you could just fire support everybody. Blow his leg off. This will require 1 good hit. And if it's scattered, it'll badly damage. So we'll shut off one of the targets, and we'll double tap. Didn't kill him. That's somewhat not satisfying. I'll slave to the side, just in order to keep it in motion. You never want to be still when you've got incoming fire on the way. Yes, you can run on forward, get yourself into some force for a little bit of damage reduction. And how badly was it? Oh, 1 health. Because of course it was. Apparently he blew up the proto laser. Where are your medium improved, and your other one is... Okay, so if you lose the shoulder, it's not the worst thing in the world. How much are we looking at here? 35? If it only needs 1 damage left, then the solution is to fire SRMs. And we will fire 1 set of SRMs from our Infernos and hope that we scatter onto the 1 target. So far. I got it. Good job. So you managed to save most of that mech. And you started to fire, which is both good and bad. Generally more often than not good. Okay, Mr. Dragon. Yes, you are the next target. I suppose I could shoot your buddy, but I'm really focused on you. Missed both times with the gas rifles, which is a tad unfortunate. Had we hit both times with the gas rifle, he'd be in a lot of pain. Makes a little bit of sense, though. So we'll come rushing on forward. 31s, 28s. Yeah, we'll just give him the blitz. What's my current negatives right now? No visual move, sprinting terrain, long range, height. Oh, so we do have a target lock on him, so no reason. We'll just blitz him with all of that. 16 damage per pulse is actually not bad. If you compare them to like SRMs or something. 19, 19, 27. Give him 1. Missed by 4%. Not bad. And you started a fire. Oh, we're starting to see more targets in the background. What are we looking at in terms of things that we want? Centurion, don't care. Gladiator, don't care. Orion, do care. Mainly because it's heavy. And if I can steal the Orion and build it, I can sell it. Because I have an Orion. So what are you? Grand Dragon, which is basically a dragon. So we got 2 Orions, 2 dragons. It's a dragon with a better armament. A gladiator and a centurion.
How's it going?
So if I'm completely honest, I'm not all that impressed. This force actually would be pretty good had other things happened first. But I already have a 75 ton currently in the making. I have 2 75 tons in the making. I've got a Thanatos and I've got the Kerensky stick, which is our Orion. So once that's done in another like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, closer to 2 at this point. It's like 16 days. Then we will be able to basically move on. Plus, we've had Orion before. Orions are not exactly the most exciting thing ever. Oh, you hit me with the autocannon. That's not good. I can't afford too many hits like that. Our AMS, of course, keeping you completely helpless. Not so worried about his missiles. I'm a little bit more worried about their Orions. They have LRM-15s on board in their shoulders, which is something I kind of want to keep track of and keep a handle on. But the Bushwhacker is his own personal AMS, so he can handle all of that. But I am going to be running my battle armor ones dry soon, because I believe I think the Grand Dragon has LRMs as well, as does the Gladiator, as does the Centurion. Gladiator might. The way that we modified our Gladiator is a little bit atypical. A pair of Snubnose PPCs is just hilariously powerful under the right circumstances. So as the rain pours down, apparently not putting out the fires, but then again we started chemical fires, so they burn just a little bit better. I'm worried about how many rounds you've got left on your battle armor. You may need more. Okay, Death Crusade can come on. Actually, Death Crusade, what's your shot? What do your elf eyes see? Really anything it wants. So we will triple tap. Not the greatest of accuracy you've ever seen, but not terrible. And he'll steadily walk on into battle. Eventually he'll make it into close range and it'll be... Yeah, we're out of battle armor. That's unfortunate. So no more all protective AMS. Oh, you ripped up most of his legs. That's great. Give me that dragon. And I think sensor lock the Orion. He's moving on 20. I beat him with all but Jester. Yeah, sensor lock. Let's just give Howl an easier time of blowing his head off.
Firing on target.
Maximum pulse. Gyro crit. That means the center torso is exposed.
I think I hit something.
And he's lost his steadiness. Okay, so we're not going to be taking advantage of that sensor lock. Howl will be planting a shell directly into the center of that dragon. So much for that. Gladiator coming on forward. Mini Black Knight. Large laser, pair of mediums. Missed with the large, which is the important one, but the mediums still hit. I do need to be a little bit careful with this catapult. It is not a 75-ton tank. It's not even a 65-ton heavy. But it is something I need to keep protected. Not great, not great, not great, huh? I wonder why the accuracy is so terrible. What am I looking at here? No visual, apparently. Huh. I would have figured we'd have a visual by now. Give me a Warlord. And see if we can't blow him apart. Break something? Explode him? No, not quite. I'll have to focus a little bit more LRM fire onto him. I wonder if the smoke is blocking the visual. That'd be really cool if that were the case. Yeah, you have no protection anymore, unfortunately. And the mech that is designed to give you protection is... Well, it's become a bit of a hangar queen, if I'm completely honest. It's been sitting in the hangar forever. Because it's been getting built slowly. It's like another 27 days. It's the Thanatos. Give him a cluster and go for full Warlord. Aha! I got that engine. Alrighty, that worked out pretty good. So we've got him off of the evasion, or the initiative queue, which means next is this Orion here. He'll cycle on forward and Mockingbird should be able to move up to fill the gap. Especially if you walk through fire. Please tell me you walk through fire. Okay, missed with most of that, and he's getting pretty remarkably accurate with that. A little bit surprised that you weren't getting better jammed. Mockingbird, do you want to come to the front and just completely take care of all of this problem? Because it is a problem. Shift off to the side. That's not good. That's a little bit better. Go Infernos. Go Acid. Acid might be the way to go. Although Acids are even less accurate. Because Acids have the same accuracy as Dead Fires. But they are a good support weapon. It'll increase the amount of damage that all of our other ones will take. So what are we? ECM jamming. This unit is jammed by enemy. Okay. Alright, we'll go full Warlord, and we'll see if we can't get a little bit of decent Acid coverage onto him. Acid 5. That's not great, but it's not terrible. It's like an additional 5% or so damage. So had we gotten really lucky, we would have just splattered Acid all over the mech and just ripped through it. More some long-range indirect. Managed to actually get us a couple of times without the assistance of the swarm, which is a little concerning. I need to get my support mechs closer to him just to make sure that we have some good jamming. Right there should give me a pretty interesting side angle, right? Yeah, I'll take it. And I'll run this gun hot. Oh, not that hot. 4 shots at a Warlord. Was the Gladiator giving jamming protection? I don't know. Let's give him some love. Although I think we're missing one, aren't we? Ooh. Oh no, he's back behind the ridge. Okay. I was worried that I had lost one. Right, so our catapult is starting to get a tad toasty. Not significantly yet. But it is going to become something of a... Oh, wow, that shot is golden fire. Structure exposed. I hope that's not an arm. I really, really hope that's a side torso. Shift that over here. And then Death Crusade with the Lament. Try not to shoot your people in the back. Sensor lock going down. Or, yeah, just barely in range. I want to keep the sensor lock on him. Okay, so I'm tempted to move slightly to the side just to get a higher elevation here. 47 and 40. Yeah, nothing changed. We got one hit. One missed at -2, so you know we did good. If you were to just sit here and shoot, not great. Not great at all. Unless I want to go like crazy aggressive, standing right in front of them. I mean, I'm going to get somewhat aggressive, but I'm not going to basically walk into their face. And I just kind of want to keep the pressure on you. Because you're heavier. And I only want to deal with one Orion. Oh god. AZ-10 ammo explosion. Acid is the most ridiculously powerful thing here. Okay, so that works out good. So once again, that catapult proving it is possibly our most powerful mech. And just another fantastic couple of shells tore off his entire right torso off the Gladiator. So he's lost his evasion, which may actually mean the Paradox could get a decent-ish shot. Let's go check it out. I don't know how exposed you are, but I'm not going to fire the cluster for fear of breaking it because you've had really bad luck lately. Did hit him with a large laser, and it did not penetrate anything significant, so clearly that was the right play. If I go nuts on this, how badly will he capitalize? I think I can handle it. I do have an AMS on board, which will highly reduce the effectiveness of his friend. I'm going to go to a full 6. And I think we removed a jammer. Good job. So we do want to capture this Orion, just because it's here, and it's vulnerable. Not yet, but it will be. And we do have our Centurion over here who appears to be trying to gain a side advantage. Yeah, but the point defense system just kicking on in, handling all of the incoming missiles that would have actually been a problem. Which is why I kind of felt a little bit better about pushing the Bushwhacker ahead. It does have its own personal AMS. It is not a supported AMS for everybody else, but it's really useful. I'd like to replace it with a Clad Laser AMS, but I don't think I have one. Lament has no target for the first time in a long time. Okay, time to start coming forward, my little buddy. So we'll get our PPC sniper on. He has just done work today. Like seriously, that was some good shooting there. So he has managed to kill multiple targets so far. Please unjam and unjammed. Okay, good. I'm in a position now that I can capitalize. Your battle armor AMS is offline. I kind of want you to come to me. So I'm going to shift around, which will give me my heat back, which allows Jester to... I don't want to poke with Jester just yet. I mean, I could, but I really don't want to try it. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to come sort of reverse slope here. I'm going to sprint for it. Probably should have walked in and braced. And the gun's unjammed, so I'm in a good position. I can't be too close, because the rotary AC-5 does have a minimum range. And I think you just came out of cover. Hi, buddy. Oh, nailed us really good with that one. That was my bad. I didn't move him nearly fast enough.
I'm under heavy fire.
Yeah, my fault. I should have kept you a little bit more nimble. Looks like you managed to hit the catapult, but that's going to be probably the last person that he ever gets to shoot.
What's up, boss?
All right, Paradox and your Warhammer, you're just going to come run in on forward. I want to give you an angle soon. Accuracy's not all that good, but that's kind of to be expected. Hopefully I will be able to chain together a couple of good moves on him. A sensor lock, maybe a UAV jump,
Commander.
or even... Hi, little Grand Dragon. I'm going to come after you. You guys have this handled. I'm going to send Howl after the Grand Dragon. She is far superior to what the Grand Dragon can do. Because she's got 2 Gauss rifles, and the Grand Dragon, in certain variants, I believe, has a Gauss rifle. I believe the normal one, though, is that it has a PPC. Little light landing around the Catapult 3, but the Catapult R2 is our missile one, and so it's doing okay. Alright, Mockingbird's up. So the aggression must be maximum.
Full speed. No
Hi.
charge.
I am using acids right now, which I will switch over to my Infernos for their maximum effect. Which is not amazing, but hopefully I can get enough. Ooh, interesting set. An Arc Beacon and an LB-10.
All weapons are go.
That's 130 heat. That's not nearly enough heat. We need more. More did I spake? More indeed did I spake. What do you got? Unobstructed line of sight. Tap away. Hey, we got him. The important thing that getting him on that one... Oh my god, you made him unevasive? What? Are you kidding me? Oh, that seems ridiculous. He does have an LBX autocannon, which means I can't really ignore him too much. Like, I can't place myself here in order to go after the side of the Grand Dragon. As much as I would love to be here and just rapid fire into his side. That's just not going to work out. Because he's got a little bit too much firepower that he can bring to bear me. I also don't want to wreck my prize, because he is very much my prize, and he's got almost no armor at the moment. Because he's ruined. So we're going to rush off over here.
Full speed.
So you're going to have to tank a little bit of nasty damage. There's not much I can do about it. Now, I could... Yeah, I'm going to give you multiple. AMS protection. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Okay, sensor lock.
Got a lock.
Right, so he's sensor locked. I could fire some pulse lasers at him. I'm not going to do that. His armor is a bit too light for my liking. And instead, I'm going to go duel with the dragon. Because this seems reasonable. I'd like to have a cover. There we go. Oh, good. And we're going to be at the minimum range. So he's got a ballistic, a missile, and an energy. PPC, machine gun, and... No. I think he's got a Gauss rifle. We'll find out soon. Managed to nail him with one of our Gauss rifles, which is lovely. And a little bit of light, medium laser sort of follow-up onto that. Hopefully you will walk through fire. Yes, you shall. You're going to go for the punch duck. Ow, that hurt a lot. He's also going to fire his narc. Crap. He narked me.
System holding.
But you're still over temperature. I'm going to shut you down in the next turn.
Hey,
So there's that working for me. Bit by bit. We're just going to keep moving on forward because I do want to take this thing reasonably intact. And I have the means to do it. Especially because you didn't move that fast and now you are in amongst my people. Centurion coming on. There is a version of a Centurion that I would care about. There is an Omni-Mech version of the Centurion, which is 55 tons. There's a specific version that I'm thinking that has a built-in shield and a blue particle field dampener. Blue particle field dampeners allow you to take reduced damage from PPCs, which is really cool. And the full-on shield just gives you damage reduction. Grand Dragon coming for punch as well. What is this? Ow! Leave it alone. So that was painful. Alright, how well did you roll? Mockingbird rolled a 21. We don't know what the Orion has. We do know what the Grand Dragon has.
yes, Commander.
What you're going to do, Finn, is you're going to rip into this Grand Dragon, and you're going to make him regret ever being here. So, barbecue.
Locked on.
And there goes his right arm. Did indeed have a Gauss rifle. It's a Norse Storm Gauss rifle that we're not getting our hands on anymore.
Commander.
Jester, you bring your bushwhacker around, and we're gonna lay into this dragon. We're gonna demonstrate to him that you shouldn't have left your partner. Well, actually, no, he didn't leave his partner. He came back to help his partner. But you shouldn't ignore us. Endosteel destroyed. Engine crits, which is solid.
Critical hit, Commander.
I mean, losing the endosteel sucks,
Standing
but
by.
I'll take it. Right, so I would like a rear shot on you if I can get one. Apparently I can't. I mean, I can get an obstructed one, but that's 67%. That would be a little bit better. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to vigilance, or the additional protection that we're going to need. I'm going to then Warlord. Actually, no, I don't need Warlord. 73 with this many Infernos. I think I've got you.
Firing all weapons.
And 150 heat, and he is offline. Orion dealt with. Now we just got to deal with his friend, the dragon. So, Lament, if you wouldn't mind sort of slipping into a good position and laying a sensor lock down on the Lament to make sure that we all know exactly where this thing is.
Got a lock.
Oh, Mr. Grand Dragon. I could shoot your friend, but I'm not going to.
Firing all weapons.
Oh, good. At least one hit. Sensors impaired him.
Waiting
Which
for
I believe that'll allow Howl to come around the corner, right? Oh, you better gosh darn believe it. We're going to Warlord it to make sure that it's extra fun. And that's 83s, isn't it? Good. So the dragon is down, the Orion is offline, and the only thing left is to basically burn him out of house and home, and then go after the Centurion, whichever variant it may be. It took him so long to get here. No, you don't shoot. The reason why I'm not shooting at him is because he's gonna be very thinly armored because he's in like somewhat ramshackle shape. I'm not quite sure why he's in ramshackle, but he is. A little bit of light damage coming on down to the catapult, but that's okay. This catapult is a brawling catapult, although it does have a lot of heat concerns, so I don't want to walk it through all this fire.
Commander?
Alright, your job is to sit here and shoot him in the back many times. Burn him. You're doing... And he bailed. Perfect. So the Orion is out of there,
I'm there.
which means that's a 75-ton mech currently sitting on the table. And the Bushwhacker can now start pressing towards the Centurion. And we don't know what kind of Centurion it is, but we're gonna find out soon.
What's up, Commander?
Alright, the Lament doesn't have a shot, but the Lament was never gonna have a shot on this target. I kind of doubt I'm ever gonna be able to see him.
Waiting
And
for
then
orders.
Finn's catapult. I kind of have to run through the fire, and I don't want to.
Double time.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, and I'm going to UAV ping.
Got a
It's a shorter range of the normal EMP pulse, but it's a lot lighter. What are we dealing with here? Okay. Energy, medium laser, large laser, small laser. That's probably a PPC, I guess. And an LRM-10.
Yes, Commander.
So this is the Energy Centurion, which I think is kind of a joke, but I suppose when you have a choice between a PPC or an AC-10, take your pick, whichever one makes you feel better. Although I do believe the PPC might actually be more efficient on tabletop. I forget. How much heat you got? You gotta get... No, it's a lot of heat. 17 tons. And the point defense handling all of your crap. Didn't even care. It's Warhammer. It's our tankiest Warhammer. Oh, you also fired at the Bushwhacker. So it was a small laser, not a PPC. Alright, so basically you're just terrible.
Good to go.
I can work with that. First things first, I'm going to hopefully slip onto your side. Lovely. Gonna get right in here. I'm gonna lay a sensor lock down, and you're about to lose your entire left side, and you know it.
Got a lock.
So, yeah. Prepare to light up. Good job.
Order.
Now, Howl will attempt to get a similar shot without shooting through my friendliness.
Got it.
And she's just got a double tap.
Firing full complement on
There goes his leg, and there goes his arm, and I think that took out some sort of engine.
neutralized.
May have hit ammo, but I didn't see an ammunition explosion icon. So not terrible. Worked out pretty well.
Mission successful.
So there is an Orion on the field, which we're probably going to take. I mean, there's a catapult too, but I'm not really interested in the catapult. I have 2 of them. I don't need a third. It is a Jester, which I suppose is some sort of hero version, but his weapons were kind of pathetic. 328,000 is a reward for a job well done. Some of our mechs took a pretty rough bang up. Others were basically untouched. So it'll be an interesting little amalgamation. Right, the Gladiator, we've already got one. We don't need another one. Dragons, I don't need them. The Orion 1M is the one apparently that we managed to save. Is using Starlink technology. Oh. That might have a Royal heatsink. We'll have to be on the lookout for that. Alright, so we have the Light PPC TL-CAP. So this has a built-in capacitor of some description. Toggle between rapid fire, fast charging. Not really interested if I'm completely honest. Large laser, LBX, light. We did get the medium improves, which deal 40 damage for 30 heat versus 20 damage for 9 heat. Which is pretty rough, not gonna lie. PPC Defiance, Beagle Probe, Endosteel, XL Engine. No. We're not that suicidal. Energy plus, which would be pretty good. It adds on a critical damage, which would be nice. Glazed armor. Minus 12% armor weight, 30% resistance to attacks, but minus 15% resistance to ballistic attacks. See, I don't like this. The reason why I don't like there's, I believe, reactive armor and reflective armor. The reason I don't like them is because the enemy tends to come with a really widely varied kit. So if you try and build to that, you end up running into too many problems. I'm going to see if I can get an Orion. I did not get an Orion. The game decided to punish me for attempting it. But it did give me the glaze and the endosteel and the rangefinder, which was kind of the big one that I wanted. So I'll sell those Orion parts. I have an Orion. We got that for money now, which not terrible. The Orion's going to make me like 600,000, I think, if I'm lucky. 200,000 per part. I don't know. I may not be that lucky. So we would have made probably more money had we taken that for cash. In fact, I know we would have if we had taken that for cash, because we would have gotten the massive bonus. It's like a 25 or 30% bonus, which would have been huge. But at the end of the day, stuff is stuff, and I like having things, because then I can build them into other things. All right, 40,000 for the next 5 days. We're a bit light on days here, son. We do want to keep an eye on that. 11 days. Going to come over to the back page just immediately, and we're going to get rid of those other parts. See how much we're going to make for them. Also, lights. Yeah, mongoose. No. No, thank you. I have no interest in you. Orions. Ooh, so it was pretty close. 650. Which is helpful. We're starting to get back up to being able to afford bankruptcy in the next couple of days. How are we doing? 2211. Gretzky's stick is 11 days away. So we're looking at 3 days. I'm going to leave Kerensky's stick off. Just because I want to get this thing done. I want to make sure that I have... Oh, we just got the command console upgrade, which now means I can control 6 mechs. There is a bit of a concern, though. I can't handle the tonnage. So we're going to have to start increasing drop tonnage. 200,000 is not the worst thing in the world. We can afford that. Then 9 days before the end of the month. How long is this going to take? I wasn't paying enough attention. It probably should have been. 6 days. Do a quick check of the store just because people have asked it, but we do have a mission in mind that I'm going to try and pick up and hopefully not break by trying to take it. Faction shop only because that's the only one I care about right now. I'll check the normal shop when we leave. Avatar parts. You jerk. I think I can do this. Right. I'm buying it. Yeah, whatever. You can passive aggressive me later. So, selling the Dragon 1K. Don't need it. 185. I have 3 avatar parts. I need 2. I have 3 parts to... You're not worth that much, and you're not worth as much as I thought you'd be. Do you have the Hatamotochi? Get rid of it, 600,000. Get rid of my... Get rid of the Grand Summoner. We haven't run into any. There we go, that's the million we need. That's the 2 million we need, I think. Store? I am prone to these rash impulse buys, don't judge me. Oh, no, I'm going to need 3.2 million C-bills? Are you kidding me? They're not kidding me. I am sacrificing a lot for this. Shade, you better appreciate this. I'm not selling the Kraken, but I am going to get rid of my Vulture. No, Vulture, come back. Now, why did I do all that for a clearly substandard mech? I specifically asked for this mech to be put into the game. And so it would be churlish of me not to. So we have 9 days to make 1.8 million C-bills. And I have just bought myself an Omni-mech. What's this one? This is the C3 Master and the Ultra. Yeah, I'm going to bring this one. The other one is Thunderbolts. So because it's an Omni-mech, it is free in order to build. Alrighty, so I had specifically requested this mech when Shade came by and saying, hey, I like your stuff. I'd like to make a mech for you. What do you want? So, we finally have it. Took us long enough. We haven't been running into the darn things. You'd think we'd run into these things more. They are Draconis Combine mechs. Alright, let's see what actually managed to survive. I know 2 medium lasers have survived. Fix it. 2 integrated fusion core, XL engine, inner sphere. But it's... I asked for it. Alright, so I have a 70-ton mech, and I am clearly not going to be using LRM-10s. Absolutely not. I can't remove the diverse optics medium lasers. They are built into the mech. That's part of its lore. But that gives me 35 tons to mess with. but I can then come in and throw in things like, where is it? Faceit Endo Steel. And I do have some Clan Pharaoh. And that'll give me 38.9 tons, effectively. So there is a variant of this that is just basically a, there's a variant of this that is 2 Gauss rifles and 4 tons of ammo. Like, that would be good. I could literally do this. This would be basically another Timberwolf, except way more vulnerable. Oh god, the vulnerability. Oh god, no, this would literally be the Timberwolf. Watch. I mean, you already know it, but I'm using normal Gauss rifles at that. But all I would need to do in order to turn this into the Timberwolf is I go ammo, I go Gauss, I go ammo Gauss double, 1, 2, and then I have enough for 4 medium lasers, weapon, lasers. Show me the mediums. 1, 2. Oh no, there's only 1 in each. Right. So it's not quite the Timberwolf. In terms of weapons loadout, it's literally the Timberwolf. And in fact, the Timberwolf is lighter than this because the Timberwolf has 6 additional tons for other things. It has a much bigger engine, but that's because it's a 5-ton heavier mech. I mean, I could literally build a discount Timberwolf. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. For obvious reasons, we have one. We have a Timberwolf. I don't need another. So I'm going to build it in some other odd design. I have a couple of ideas based on some equipment I have recently. And I think I'll have a little bit of fun with it. In fact, you know what? It's 41 minutes into the episode. I don't think I could cram in another mission in time without turning it into an hour-and-a-half long episode. So we're going to do a little bit of building. Some people have asked me to display my build process. So let's do a little bit of that. Now, here's the thought that I have. Recently, I found in the shop, and we're probably not going to build it just because we don't have a ton of cash. Although I don't have to modify the engine, so we might have enough cash. So recently, I was looking around and I ended up coming across a pair of heavy MRM 40s, which that'd be pretty cool. So heavy MRM 40s are fairly phenomenal pieces of equipment. Oh, can I put them in hands? Oh, I can put them on hands just to make them that little bit extra. Ammunition. I believe I have enough ammunition to run this. Oh, yeah. Give me the listed kills. 2. So each one of these is... I have an MRM 80. Oh, God. Not even 1. Okay, so each one is 3 per. Right. So... 3 shots. Where's my lesson skills? 6 shots. 9 shots. Plus 3 shots of that. How's the heat on this? 30 for 80. Okay, I just need to throw in a radical load-up heat sink kit. That'll take care of that. This is really going all in on a concept. Let's make sure that we come in and we take care of our Clan Pharaoh fibers. The Clan Pharaoh fibers has case. It's not going to matter because I have an XL engine. If any of these sides go, it's dead anyway. So if it had case 2, that'd be really useful. And the endo steel. Grams in 6.8 tons. And that limits me. I am capped. Right. I can't do anything about the gyro. This is a cool idea, but I think I might not be able to do it. It's a fast mech for what it does. I mean, it's got a movement of 4.6 on tabletop. Can I replace your Exo Clan? Yeah, I know. They're not going to let me do that. They should, but they're not going to let me. I will go with a radical double heatsink kit. Takes care of most of my temperature woes. Yeah, I can't do this. I literally can't do this. Oh, these engines. I asked for it. I did. Might do that to a Timberwolf that I sold all my parts for it to get. What sort of ultra auto cannons do I have? I kind of want to keep this sort of at range. So honestly, this would actually do pretty well as the... this would do remarkably well, actually. I can't do that. Well, I could do that. Got 3 tons of ammo. which is a bit light to run 2 heavy Gauss rifles. That's pretty quick, though. Oh, show me my ammo. I would have 14 shots? Right. And even then, I still gotta trim. Give me 18, which is 9 rounds of shooting, which is too light. It's not quite in the bracket to be able to do that. It's a shame I don't have a pair of heavy armor 30s. I would like to build towards the specialty of the mech, though. So I'd like a big auto cannon. I have an Ultra 5. I have Ultra 10 Clan. The Ultra 10 Clan is actually pretty good. Just because of its weight in comparison to other things. Bit surprised I don't have enough. I don't have the knowledge for that. So make it a replacement for my bushwhacker? Do I have the ammo for this? Without raiding the bushwhacker. Oh yeah. That's what. 38 shots, 72 shots. That's more than enough ammo for that. So that gun is set. That's pretty good. To back that up, we would want... Well, the bushwhacker's 4 medium pulse lasers. We'd also need an arm for this. But I have 1 upper recoil I can use for that. Don't I have a weapon mount anymore? Must have used them all. I'd have to rip it off the bushwhacker. So, now the upper recoil plus is... It's not... Okay, it's not that close to what it would be, but that might help out a little bit. Obviously, we're going to need a warfare speed on board to help with the jamming problem that we're going to have. 20 tons. Jeez. That is just so good. So I'm going to remove the Pharaoh and the Endo. For now, 15 tons. And I'll see what I can cram in elsewise. I'd like a laser backup. Compare your largest clan. Which... I mean, I can control the heat, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. No, we're 90 heat. How much are you? 36 per. Right. And that doesn't really build in towards the mech idea anyway. AMS, right? Could throw in an AMS Mark II. No center torso support for the... I gotta get an integrated laser AMS on something. Because you can set that to overload and it'll do some hilarious damage. Barrel 4, 15 tons. I have the weight for it if I pull some things off. I don't really think those things sync together though. Video MML 15 would be pretty good. The reason why I'm trying to cram some energy weapons onto here is because I have an idea of how the mech's model will look. Because I did a bit of a special on it. We're on 1 heavy MRM 40? I think I'd want the 60. Flamers, no, absolutely not. PPCs, maybe. Only got a single snub, and it's a pirate short range one too, which is a little bit of a concern. Honestly, this is probably the best idea. So the Blackwell one for the additional accuracy out of it. For that, of course, we are going to then need the Endo and Pharaoh. And it goes in the mech. How much space do I have for normal Pharaoh? Yeah, probably not enough for normal Pharaoh, but if I can make this work, I'm going to throw in normal Pharaoh. Ammo, Gauss rifle. That's Rex. Oh, Gauss double. I don't like it because I've done it before. That's my problem. I've done this mecha before. I want something special. Something interesting, something different. So what can I do? Well, we can come over to light rotary 2s. They deal so little damage though compared to the normal rotary 2s. I mean, they're way less. 4 tons lighter. I'm not exactly harming for tonnage, am I? 13 tons, and the risk one is 11 tons. I don't know if I can handle that kind of recoil. In fact, I know for a fact I can't. The difference in size between these two guns is rather hilarious. And then I would need... I have enough rack ammo for it. That'll run one gun. That'll run the other gun. Be 5.5 tons left. Pull off the endo, or the ferro. And because I'm pulling off the ferro, what I'm going to then do is I'm going to come over here into case 2. Case 2. That way if these explode, they don't take my entire mech with it. I've got 2.5 tons to go. And I think I want to armor up. Ooh. Oh, I need an electronic countermeasure system. Duh. Guardian ECM might be a good idea. There's the full warfare suite, but it's... it was stuck on UAV. It's 3 tons. I'm half a ton light. Where do I find half a ton? Do I have... I do not. No patchwork materials for us. We have to do this the proper, non-cheat way. Or I can try and combine multiple ECM systems. Do I have a light probe? No. I've got a Beagle, which is 1.5 tons. I've got a Guardian, which is 1.5 tons. So if I want the... targeting system, I'm going to have to do something crazy about it. You're going to have a built-in... You will have a built-in defensive system. I'm going to take a sensor tracker, maybe? You've got a built-in ECM generator. And some decent longish range weapons. Rangefinder, you're going to need to try and run these rotaries. And then, do I have a recoil targeting computer? Right. I think this is actually the plan. We'll go with twin rotaries, but in order to do this, I'm going to need to raid most of the equipment off of one of our bushwhackers. So for now, what we're instead going to do, and you basically saw the build I'm going to do. I'm going to be throwing in 2 Brisk Rack 5s, which is going to save me 3 tons, which I can then use for other pieces of equipment. So that'll give me enough for the warfare suite. That'll give me enough for some more armor. We'll protect the mech with the twin case. The rotary AC5 has decent-ish long range, which will hopefully allow us to sort of hang back and just rapid fire into a target. Because I don't just want to do the exact same thing that I've already done. I want to do something different and new. And in order to do something different and new, we're going to have to step out slightly outside of our comfort zone. So I will build most of this mech, missing the cannon and the arm actuators. So, and this is literally just the process I go through, is I just start throwing things on and saying, well, what's different? What haven't I done before? I don't think we needed the ferro, right? Throw on the endosteel. Can't mess with the gyro at all. There will be case 2 on each side. There will also be ammunition for both of these guns. So we're going to have 72 rounds per gun. 72 is divided by 6 is 12 rounds. So we will have 12 rounds of max rapid fire shooting, which works. That really does work for me. So the recoil we're going to build is considerable. So I'm going to have to throw on all the recoil control gear that I can possibly get my hands on. Oh, we might have some troubles here. Just in terms of space. I'm going to see if I can't loot some clan endo before this thing gets up and running, because it's going to take me 4 days, really? Wow. Talk about being ready for action. And if worse comes to worse, if I can't find anything to get this thing ready in time, what I can always end up doing is just coming back to it and ripping it out and just completely rebuilding it. Like, that is one of the best things about Omnimex is you can do a total rebuild in no time at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you are 8 slots. Okay, so we're perfect on slots. I'm not going to be able to get the weapon mount in, I don't think. I will negotiate slots and I'll try and figure something out because I don't quite need 12 rounds per gun. So 38 shot. I'm going to have to do the math for this in my head. Yeah, we're here on stream. Well, not streaming, but you get the idea. We're going through my process, so I need a calculator. Because I can't do this in my head. I have 38 times 4. Was it 38? Because that'll give me even more ammo. Yeah, 38 times 4 is 152 shots. Divide that by 12 is 12.66 rounds of shooting, but I'm not going to be shooting every single round. If I need to, I can come off one of these, I think. Because I don't think I can afford to be blitzing away every single round. And there will be rounds when one gun's jammed and the other one's not. So what we'll probably end up doing is pulling one of these off. I'm going to build it like this for now, just to see if I can cram in the special recoil compensators that I think I'm going to need. But we should have just enough space for that. And we're going to come in, we need the recoil targeting computer off the mech. We're going to need the flak. Ooh, flak would be good. Flak is -1 recoil. If I don't have a recoil compensator, the flak might be the best way to go because it ignores evasion and gives me increased criticals, which when you're firing potentially 12 shots, that is good. We're also going to want the rangefinder for the additional accuracy. We're going to want the sensor tracker for the additional accuracy at longer-ish ranges. And if I have any gunnery A's or B's on the other mech, we're going to use that as well. I can't quite build that. Okay. Pull that off. Pull that off. Was it the flak? Was it the targeting computers that messed with this? Did I go through all of that without looking at my price to build? I did, didn't I? Right. Okay, just get it fixed then. Alright, the endosteel was the thing. So we'll just get it fixed, but that's the build I'm kind of planning on. We'll go Twin Rack 5, and hopefully the Avatar will be really, really good. I hope it is, because it's a mech that I very much enjoy. But yeah, so now that we've waffled on about looking at the looking at all of that in the mech bay and putting ourselves back into a position where we're 154,000 C-bills left, we have basically nothing to sell, and there's a $2 million C-bill. $2 million C-bill price coming up. Yeah, that's going to end it for today's episode. I have been Derek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see a notification every time I upload these videos. Press that little bell icon. Make sure you drop on by for our streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays at 4 o'clock over on Twitch. I was about to say over on Steam, but no, over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tarek117, where we play through a clan start campaign called Apollo's Vipers, where we have done some pretty fantastic work, if I do say so myself. And I have. And I will see you all in the next episode.